City Council's request for an investigation of all the allegations. Mayor Kilpatrick says the state has also been asked to investigate, but Michigan Attorney General Mike Cox says he has no plans to look into the matter so far. It's not over. Stay with Fox 2 for continuing coverage of this mayoral mess. We'll have the latest information as soon as it develops.
A Highland Park police officer under investigation tonight after shooting an armed intruder at his home. Sky Fox shows you the scene on Connecticut. We're told the off-duty officer shot the suspect in the back. By now, he's recovering at Henry Ford Hospital. The officer was not hurt, but he has been placed on administrative leave during the investigation.
Right now, 2 doctors from Children's Hospital face charges of failing to report child abuse. They're being partially blamed for the death of this 4-year-old boy, Rufus Young. The little boy died last month. Investigators say that his foster father hit him in the head 11 times and then brought him to the hospital. The doctors allegedly noted the abuse in their medical report, but failed to notify the Family Independence Agency.
If those children were out in Grosse Pointe or Birmingham, that those doctors would have thought that that was routine? I mean, do you really believe that? You know, sometimes we think because people live in the city of Detroit or they're in foster care, that there's something less than human.
Attorneys for both doctors say that prosecutors refuse to interview their clients or listen to their side of the story. The doctors face misdemeanor charges. Meanwhile, the foster father, this man, Roderick Huel, has been charged with felony murder.
A gunman shoots and kills a man in a wheelchair. Detroit police are trying to find out why. It happened on Alger Street on the city's east side in the middle of the day. Police say the gunman walked up to the man in the wheelchair and shot him. And the gunman shot 2 other men who were inside a parked car. One of those men also died. The 3rd victim was shot in the back. He's in the hospital right now. The gunman still on the loose.
An 18-year-old murder mystery possibly solved. David Tillen, his friend Brian Ogden, disappeared in 1985 while deer hunting up north. Police never did find their bodies or their Ford Bronco, but police used subpoenas to force witnesses to testify and used that information to arrest 2 brothers, these men, Donald and Raymond Duvall. The cops say that they're part of a large troublemaking family who lives up north. They're being held tonight without bond on a charge of murder.
New details tonight on the possible motive for a shooting at Somerset. Detroit police say 69-year-old Joseph Lemansky, this man right here of Warren, went to the Somerset collection on Tuesday armed with a gun. He's accused of attacking a female shopper, trying to rob her, and shooting at her car. Investigators say Lemansky and his wife apparently lost their money in the stock market and went broke. Tonight, Lemansky is being held in jail on a $500,000 bond.
Right now, 3 suspected bank robbers are behind bars after leading police on a chase. The men robbed a TCF bank on 10 Mile in Warren this morning. They then led police on the chase through Madison Heights. After the car smashed into a fence, the men started running. Police caught 2 of them right away, but the 3rd man hijacked a pickup truck and sped away. He was caught later this afternoon in Detroit. No one was hurt. And this is what's left of a small plane after it crashes into a moving semi-truck. Amazingly, the people on the plane survived. It happened in Nelson Township. That's in western Michigan. A 62-year-old man and his wife were in this Cessna 150, the plane trying to land on a grass runway. But the landing gear hit the truck, causing parts of the semi to break off, and the plane, as you see, to flip over. The couple in the plane, slightly hurt, but alive.
New tonight, cleaning our carpets could be making our children sick. It's a special report you can't miss.
Tonight, her secret is out. The world now knows about her affair with the president.
Plus, it fell from the sky. Now neighbors are worried about their health. Details just minutes away.
I'm Chris Edwards. Something a little wet likely to fall from the sky tomorrow. It's a slow-moving low. I'll have an update on whether it gets out of here in time for the weekend. Dan?
All right, Chris, last night they were celebrating at the Palace. Tomorrow night, they got to do it all again in Philadelphia. Everything you need to know about the Pistons on a special edition of The Works at 10:35.
You're watching Fox 2 News, the #1 10 p.m. news that's working for you. American Idol's coming, and you could be in the first row. Find out how to win concert tickets before they go on sale to the public. Tomorrow on Fox 2 News at 5.
The new 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix is turning some heads. Firmly planted to the road, the V6 feels as if it's a V8. Outclasses Accord and Camry. GM employees and eligible family members now lease a new 2004 Grand Prix GT1 for $249 a month. Call for details and come see what the critics are raving about. See your Tri-County Pontiac dealer.
There's no better place than Orlando to share great times with your family. And there's no better time to go than now. Introducing the Disney Fairy Tale Vacation Package. Get a 7-night Walt Disney World vacation package, including park tickets, for the price of a 4-night package. Call 407-WDW-SAVE. So take a vacation in a place known for bringing families closer. Orlando, bringing your family together.
You're watching Fox 2 News, the #1 10 p.m. news that's working for you.
Every day, Art Van prices are incredibly low. Every sale, our prices get even lower. During Art Van's price rollback sale, our prices get rolled back to their absolute lowest. Find prices below our store-wide sale prices. Get this traditional sofa. Compare at $1,200. Our sale price $699. Now save an extra $100. Just $599. That's on top of 0% interest for 2 years, plus no down payments. Don't miss Art Van's price rollback sale. Going on now.
Hollywood saying goodbye to one of its well-known tough guys, actor Robert Stack. He died of a heart attack in his Los Angeles home. Stack appeared in 40 films throughout his long career. He won a Best Actor Emmy for his role as a Chicago crime buster in The Untouchables. He was also in Airplane and Caddyshack 2. And he was the longtime host of Unsolved Mysteries. Robert Stack was 84.
Tonight, a 60-year-old woman living in New York City admits she is the former intern who had an affair with President Kennedy. Marianne Fonstock says that, yes, she had a sexual relationship with JFK when she was only 19 years old. The woman, now a grandmother, works at a Presbyterian church in Manhattan. She says she's relieved now that she can tell her children about it after keeping it a secret for 41 years.
Planning to fix up the outside of the house this summer? Not everything you do will give you a good return on your investment. I'm Murray Feldman with the Feldman Report. Americans will spend $14 billion this year to fix up the outside of the home. On average, that's about $25,000 to $30,000 a home. So what's the best thing that you can do? Experts say trees, additional rooms that open out to the yard, and just about any type of landscaping in the front of the house will return the most when you try to sell the house. The front is important because it's the first thing the buyer sees, part of that curb appeal. The worst things you can do, they say, are outside kitchens and barbecue pits. Also, outside waterfalls and ponds because they're too much maintenance and they could hurt the resale value of your home. Also, the experts say don't do brick or stone patios if the ground is not level. It just won't last. The suggestions come from Money Magazine. Join me for the Feldman Report on radio tomorrow morning just after 6:20 and 8:50 on your way to work on WWJ News Radio 950. I'm Murray Feldman.
Neighbors are concerned tonight about strange particles falling from the sky over Ecorse. It appears to be tiny metal shavings, but no one's really sure. The particles stick to magnets. Look at this. So neighbors gathered samples that way. One neighbor says police told him that the particles are possibly from a steel plant. Great Lakes Steel is in the downriver area. Fox 2 called the company tonight, but they didn't respond. The Wayne County Health Department is now investigating.
Still ahead tonight, a report you can't afford to miss.
Every time you clean your carpets, are you making your children sick? Tonight, protecting your family. Details in just 2 minutes.
Plus, could losing weight really be this easy? Put a patch on and instantly you shed the pounds. That story just minutes away.
Tomorrow on Fox 2 News at 10, video game addiction. It's more serious than you think. PlayStation, Xbox, GameCube, even your home computer. No matter what system you or your kids use, playing video games could be a very big problem. The facts you need to know. Tomorrow at 10, Fox 2 News is working for you.
Let's dance. Fox Friday, the world broadcast premiere. Renee Zellweger, Jim Carrey.
Sound good, Candy Pants.
Me, Myself, and Irene.
Friday at 8 on Fox 2 Detroit.
I love that fire grill, citrus thrill, flavor filled, Chili's is the place.
citrus-fired chicken, spicy garlic shrimp. Chili's citrus-fired chicken and shrimp. Want more flavor?
Some people may not be comfortable talking about hydroform steel frames, but they'll be comfortable riding on one. The 2003 GMC Envoy is the only SUV in its class with a full-length hydroform steel frame for a smooth, comfortable ride, which makes our competition very uncomfortable. GM employees and eligible family members lease this Envoy for $289 a month. Call for residency restrictions and lease details. See the pros at your Tri-County GMC dealers.
Any tailgater with a few brats under his belt knows if you don't turn them, you burn them. So, if you're going to jockey those Johnsonville brats around the grill, come prepared. Or at least, prepared to improvise. Welcome to Heaven on a Bun. Welcome to Johnsonville.
We combine our famous chicken crispers, buffalo wings, and southwestern egg rolls to create the triple play appetizer. Want more flavor? Come to Chili's.
Imagine a business relationship with someone who shares your vision, your drive for success. A business relationship with someone who accepts your challenges and helps take you to new heights. An advocate and source of knowledge. The kind of business relationship you'd have with Comerica Bank, offering experience and expertise that no other business bank can, with fast, flexible solutions and a staunch belief that you're the priority. Because at Comerica Bank, we listen, we understand, we make it work.
Fox 2's Feldman Report is brought to you by Comerica Bank. At Comerica Bank, we listen, we understand, we make it work.
We clean our carpets all the time, but could it be making your children sick?
In a special HealthWorks report tonight, Dina Senefani looks into the claim that carpet cleaning could cause a potentially deadly disease in young children.
It's a hidden home danger you may not be aware of. Your kids play and crawl on it, the carpet. But what you do to keep it clean could be putting your child's life in danger, at risk for a potentially deadly disease. How real is this threat? We went and searched for the answer.
He just kept getting sicker and sicker.
Actor John Travolta and his wife Kelly Preston blamed carpet cleaning for making their son Jet sick when he was only 2. Kelly recently talked about it on the Montel Williams show.
It was really scary. He had rashes all over his body. His lymph nodes were swollen.
Jet was rushed to the hospital. He was near death.
And we just waited with him, prayed that he would be okay.
The diagnosis was Kawasaki disease, a rare condition that usually strikes children under the age of 5. The blood vessels in the body swell, and if untreated, it can cause a child to have a heart attack. Symptoms include fever, rash, red eyes, red tongue, and swelling of the hands and feet. 2-year-old Justin Wilton of Warren also had Kawasaki. One day he was happy and healthy, the next sick and swollen.
He couldn't get IVs in him, so they had to go for his feet.
While doctors know what Kawasaki disease does to a child, what's not known is what causes it. And here's where things get complicated. Some studies link Kawasaki disease to carpet cleaning. The problem is these studies are inconclusive.
We asked Dr. Michael Harbutt, a leading environmental expert from Providence Hospital, to review the studies linking Kawasaki disease to carpets.
The issue about carpet cleaning appears to have some validity to it. The question is, what particular aspect of the carpet or rug cleaning is associated with the development of the disease in a child?
Kelly Preston believes it's the cleaning chemicals. She starred in an educational video warning parents to stay away from harsh cleaning products.
Sometimes when we think we are doing the right thing, like scrubbing the nursery spotless, even cleaning the carpet, we are actually inviting dangerous chemicals into our baby's world.
Connie Moorbach, an environmental consultant who tests carpets for toxins, takes it one step further. She says all carpets have hidden germs and bacteria.
Often carpet cleaning, and I have documented this with testing, will cause those things in the carpet to become airborne.
To see just how particles collect in carpets, Connie's lab did a simple test for us. They examined a piece of carpet that had just been professionally cleaned the night before. The results?
I do not see dust mites, bacteria,
or mold.
That's the good news. Here's the bad. We found dirt and skin, supposedly what's typically found in all carpets.
Rugs are reservoirs for bacteria and germs and toxins.
For that reason, Christine is now more aware of toxins in her home. Today, her son Justin, like Jet, is recovering from Kawasaki. It was caught and treated just in time.
So how do you protect your family? Here's what experts recommend.
First, keep carpets dry. Vacuum twice a week using a HEPA filter. Use non-toxic cleaning products. And keep children away from freshly cleaned carpets.
That's HealthWorks. I'm Dina Santafanti. Also in HealthWorks tonight, you know nicotine patches help smokers kick the habit. Well, now there's a fat patch. Its creator claims it will help people lose weight. The ads say put it on and burn the fat. It's the miracle you've been waiting for. Well, guess what? Nutritional experts agree. Don't buy into those claims. They believe it's a waste of your time and money. There's only one way to lose weight, a combination of exercise and diet.
Right now, a news alert in Detroit. Police find a 2-year-old boy walking the streets alone. Investigators are trying to track down the parents of this little boy. He says his name is Delray. Police tell us an aunt was supposed to be watching the child while his mother was out of town, but they're still waiting for that aunt to show up to the 10th precinct. For now, Delray will remain in protective custody.
The competition is so close, your vote will certainly count.
Now, Clay and Ruben talk about their showdown for the ultimate title of American Idol.
I'm Chris Edwards. There's an eclipse going on right now, but don't run outside to see it. You can't. I'll show it to you live in just 2 minutes.
Get the best values in America from Dodge. Take our best products, like the restyled Stratus, plus our best warranty. Dodge's fully transferable 770 powertrain limited warranty, plus our best deals, like a generous cash allowance or a low lease rate of just $157 a month on 2003 Stratus Sedan SXT for qualified returning Daimler Chrysler employee lessees. Add it all up, it equals the best values in America. See your Dodge dealer or visit Dodge.com.
Great for climbing.
Perfect. With Best Buy's huge selection of digital photography products, you're sure to find what's right for you. And if you purchase a digital camera or digital camcorder $279 and up by May 24th, you'll pay no interest for 24 months. Get into digital photography at Best Buy.
It's been 1 week since you looked at me. Cock your head to the side and said I'm angry. 5 days since you laughed at me, saying get back together, come back and see me. Yesterday, you forgiven me, but it'll still be today till I say I'm sorry. Gonna make a break and take a bake out like a think and it can shake out like vanilla. It's the finest of the flavors. Gonna see the show cause then you'll know the vertigo is gonna go cause it's so dangerous.
The 2003 Lancer. Now with no interest and a 7-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty with roadside assistance.
Diversity. At Shore Mortgage, that's our strength. People just like you. Our Zero Down program means home ownership for you in every language.
Zero de enganche.
Barnamij Zero Down.
Horish prokatavoli. Wysiałt kołkwan.
Zero Down. There is a friendly loan specialist at Shore Mortgage just for you.
Shore Mortgage, home loans are all we...
Zero Down at Shore Mortgage.
With over 60 years of Jeep capability behind it, Jeep Liberty is one of the best values in America. With available air, power windows and locks, remote keyless entry, and one extra comfort. A great deal, because now you can get a $189 a month lease on a Liberty Sport if you're a returning Daimler Chrysler employee lessee. Plus, great protection in our 770 powertrain limited warranty. Great products, a great warranty, and great deals. It all adds up to the best values in America. Only at your Chrysler and Jeep superstores.
Really didn't see the sun today, but we saw some morning rain. 1200s got up to 60 late this afternoon, a low of 50. It was several degrees cooler than average, and we're sitting at 58 right now. Around the country, last 24 hours, we've seen a spinning low-pressure area that brought us a few showers this morning. Severe weather's been off to the south. And speaking of severe weather, it's going on now in West Texas and on in through parts of Oklahoma and Kansas. But in Houston, they've got a few clouds, but look at the live shot from Houston of the lunar eclipse, which is going on. Now, the partial phase of the eclipse has begun. Again, this is not outside your window. This is from Houston. It'll be a full lunar eclipse between 11:14 and 12:06 our time. I don't think you're going to be able to see it around here. They've got a little clearer sky down in Houston. Again, a lunar eclipse. If you have a chance to see it through the clouds, you don't have to worry about hurting your eyes. That's the good thing. Overnight tonight, though, a lot of clouds linger. This low-pressure center close enough to us. It's bringing some showers in here from time to time, particularly, I think, tomorrow afternoon. Here we are at the 10 o'clock hour. Showers off to the east of us. As we move through the night, mostly cloudy skies remain, but most of the night, if not all of it, is dry. It's later on toward the afternoon tomorrow that we'll probably pop a few scattered showers, and I think most of us will miss the rain, but some brief showers is a distinct possibility at least through the early evening tomorrow. Here's how it looks overnight tonight, though. Cloudy with some spotty light showers, a low of 51 on a light northeasterly wind. And during the day for Friday, mostly cloudy, a few brief showers, mainly after the noon hour. 63 the high with an easterly wind at 4 to 12. But it gets a little brighter on Saturday. We'll call for partly sunny skies Saturday, 67. 71 on Sunday with lots of sunshine. 76 Monday. On Tuesday, scattered showers and storms becoming a little bit more likely. But during the day on our Friday, a lot of clouds around. Best chance for a shower late in the day. At least we get into the low 60s. There you go.
All right. Thanks, Chris.
Thank you. And then there were two. Clay Aikens, Ruben Studdard face off next Tuesday night for the title of American Idol, but they still can't believe they've come this far on that mega hit show. Both had doubts they would ever achieve their dreams.
Last night to me was definitely the night that I was going home. It was kind of a surprise to me that I didn't go home.
We never know what the American public is going to vote for. All three of us were really good this week in our performances. Everybody had a really good show. And, you know, it was really just a toss-up, really, to me, I felt.
Now, Fox News' Lee Thomas will be live in Hollywood for Tuesday's showdown between Clay and Ruben. Live reports from Lee begin Monday on Fox 2 News at 10.
Tonight's big story, Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick fighting back.
The mayor denying accusations against him, his family, and his security detail. More information just minutes away. I'm Dan Miller. Coming up in sports, Allen Iverson, 5 for 25. Great defense or something else? We'll talk about it on The Works coming up next.
Fox 2 Weather Authority is brought to you by Wallside Windows. Most preferred, most referred.
It ends Monday. Wallside's 59th anniversary sale. These are the final days to get anniversary sale prices on every window Wallside makes, including their double hung tilt-ins from just $189 installed. Plus, no payments till October. Make the smart investment and add to the value of your home with Wallside Windows. But call today, because Wallside's 59th anniversary sale ends Monday. Call 1-800-521-7800.
The Nissan Xterra 4x4. Let's get to the bottom of it. Almost 10 inches of ground clearance. A steel ladder frame. Shift on the fly four-wheel drive. Full-length protective skid plates. Now get 0.9 financing and $1,500 cash back on all new Xterras. Drop everything and see your Nissan dealer.
So what does Bill Bonds have to do to get you to listen to me? Well, Gardner White is doing something they have never done before. For the first time ever,
you don't pay any interest till May 2006. May 2006. That's an eternity. Nothing down, not a nickel of interest for 3 entire years. And Gardner White picks up your sales tax. So you can forget the sales tax.
Is this a commercial? Sure it is. Will you save money? A ton of it. But only if you get to Gardner White now, because this deal ends soon.
On the road, my rig is my office. The guys have their wives do the baking. I have Joe at National City. He knows I'm always gone, so he set me up with free checking and free online bill payment. Now I do it all from my office. Hey, it's a lot easier than trying to get this thing through the drive-thru.
At National City, we don't see you like this. We see you for who you really are.
My name is Jan Gilmore, and my bank is National City.
Tonight, Detroit Mayor Kwame Kilpatrick is strongly denying accusations against him, his family, and his staff.
The mayor, in an emotional address tonight, talked about his integrity.
Your child can grow up and be whatever they want to be, and they don't have to be scandalous. They can have integrity. They can love their wife. They can be a good father. They don't have to sell drugs. They don't have to wear their pants sagging. And that's why I'm standing here today.
Mayor Kilpatrick defended his firing of Deputy Police Chief Gary Brown. He says Brown divulged statements that should have remained confidential. The Mayor Kilpatrick did say that Brown can still serve as a police lieutenant. That news a big surprise to Brown's attorney. Also tonight, Mayor Kilpatrick denied reports of wild parties at the Manoogian Mansion. The U.S. Attorney's Office is reviewing the City Council's request for an investigation of this case. Stay with Fox 2 News for continuing coverage.
Some local students are rewarded Hollywood style for their campaign to help teens steer clear of alcohol. Welcome to the 3rd annual Courageous Persuaders Award Banquet in Troy. The Courageous Persuaders is made up of students from schools all over the state. Hundreds of kids enter the competition. Judge Michael Martone challenged them to produce a 30-second commercial just for kids about the dangers of alcohol. The winning commercial was announced tonight and will air right here on Fox 2. I had the honor of hosting the big event. We had 17 finalists, 5 big winners, and these young people are absolutely extraordinary.
Yeah, very, very bright.
Good stuff. We got a lot of clouds in the forecast for tomorrow. Maybe a scattered shower, 63 degrees, brighter and warmer for the weekend.
Fantastic. Thanks so much for watching, everybody.
Sportswork starts right now.
Coming up tonight on a special edition of The Works, we're talking Pistons. Game 5 is in the books, and it counts as another win for Detroit. We'll go one-on-one with Rip Hamilton and look ahead to the possible clincher tomorrow night. Tim McCormick will join us in studio as well with his unique take on Allen Iverson. Plus, the Tigers and A's battle tonight down at Comerica Park. These stories and more tonight right here on The Works.
And good evening, everybody, and welcome to a special Thursday night edition of SportsWorks. Coming up tonight, we'll let you know how the Tigers fared down at Comerica Park and get you up to date on what's happening in the NBA playoffs. Former Michigan star and NBA player turned basketball analyst Tim McCormick will join us in just a few with his thoughts on things. And as you might imagine, we are indeed going to start with the Pistons. Now, they are in Philadelphia tonight, getting set for Game 6 against the 76ers. After getting a win last night, they lead the series 3 games to 2. Woody Woodruff with an update on what's happening in this Eastern Conference semifinal matchup.
The Pistons' Game 5 last-second thriller was like walking a tightrope over Niagara Falls, with point guard Chucky Atkins starring as one of the Flying Wallendas.
And it is going to be called a basket. Goaltending is the call against the 76ers, and the basket will count.
That play certainly wasn't anything that we've ever run. I don't know what the hell it was. But Chucky made a great move to get down in the lane and threw up his little runner. I think that's the first one he made all year.
The guys kind of tease me all the time because they say that every time I go and throw a runner, it gets blocked. And I told them, you know, all the time in practice that was going to win a game for us one time this year. I didn't know it was going to be a playoff game, though.
I'd rather get beat by 30 points in a blowout than lose a game like that. But that's the way it goes, you know. That's the way the ball bounces sometimes.
You ever been in a game like that where it's back and forth like that right to the end?
Yeah, I've been in some games like that, but, you know, in the playoffs, you know, this was similar to our Game 3 in Boston last year. And, you know, they made the play down the stretch, and, you know, Stack made a 3 at the buzzer, but it was no good. And it was a 2-point game. So this was similar, and this time we came out on top.
And just think, Atkins might have been on the bench for crunch time. But once again, Chauncey Billups was a game-time scratch due to his sprained left ankle. He's day-to-day, but others definitely stepped up.
Extremely happy for Chucky. You know, and I just, you know, that was a crazy game, man. You know, the couple games that I have set out, it's been just great games to watch, you know. As tough as it is to sit out, you know, they've been great games, man.
There's been plenty of opportunities for me. Coaches and players got great confidence in me to be able to make situations, make plays happen for myself, for my teammates.
I think everyone's just numb now, you know, especially the way we fought back. And, That's the best way to put it. They were just numb.
Even with that, you know, we're still in a ball game. So, I mean, that's the positive part about, you know, the game that you take away with a day. Even with, you know, us struggling in the way they were shooting the ball, that we still managed to stay in the ball game. And I say, you know, if the ball bounced, you know, the wrong way, we go home with a victory. I mean, Chucky just made a great shot.
Fans may still be excited about last night, but Pistons head coach Rick Carlisle was the voice of reason today.
The rebounding is something we'll continue to talk about. It's got to be a five-man effort at all times, particularly at the defensive end.
So the Pistons need to get up on the glass, but that's not the only defensive goal.
I think we need to go in there with the same confidence, the same amount of energy, and the same focusing, and play our game. You know, I don't think we played our game when we've been up there. I think we've been more of a half-court team and laid back, and those guys have been on the attack. I think with the team that we have, we're a lot better when we're attacking, and that's what we need to do in order to win on the road.
Detroit moves to close out the 76ers, and we'll see if that door slams shut on Friday night in Philadelphia. With the Pistons, Woody Woodruff, Fox 2 Sports.
All right, Woody, thank you. Now, with the Pistons just a win away from the Eastern Conference Finals, it is hard not to think of where they were a few years ago. They were lost. Instead of winning 50 games, they were losing 50, and the future looked terrible. Now, things are looking pretty good. The salary cap situation is in order. They should get a great pick from Memphis, and Joe Dumars is reaping the rewards from his work. As last night, he was honored as the Sporting News NBA Executive of the Year. He's had a plan, he's stuck to it, and it's worked, and he talked about his management philosophy.
There are some people that make moves so people can say, wow, I agree with that move. I like that move. It looks good on paper. Or you can make moves and have tremendous conviction about what you're doing. And I've tried to have conviction about the moves I've made, even the mistakes I've made. I felt strongly about it, made the moves, didn't work out, and then you move on. But, I didn't waver in making moves with Rip for Stack, bringing Ben here and giving him $30 million before he had done anything, or signing Chauncey. I just think you have to have strong convictions about what you're doing. And then if it doesn't work, you can live with it. But if you made them for any other reason than that, I don't know, that's a tough way to live. I wouldn't want to do it that way.
All right, now don't forget, we'll have a complete wrap of Game 6 right here tomorrow night at 10:35. Woody Woodruff will be live in Philadelphia and bring us the word from the locker room as the Pistons either get set for Game 7 and look ahead to the Eastern Conference Finals. We'll see. All right, more from the Pistons in just a couple of minutes. Let's get to baseball. You know, Ernie Harwell's not done yet. He will be a guest television analyst on June 1st when the Tigers play the Yankees at Comerica Park. The game will be on Fox Sports Net. Harwell, of course, retired last year after 55 years broadcasting in the major leagues. All right, tonight, Tigers and A's from Comerica Park didn't start well for the home team. Already up 2-0. Oakland loaded the bases, and Eric Burns emptied them. Triple to left center, made it 5-0. Tigers got two back in the second. Andres Torres drives one deep to left center. Brandon Inge is coming home. And watch the A's because they boot the relay. That allowed Torres to go for the plate. He's in there safe. Triple and an error. That was the call. Cut the lead to 6-2. All downhill from there, though. Scott Hatterberg doubles to right center. That scored two more. We will spare you the rest. The Tigers blown out 11-2. But manager Alan Trammell is happy the way they played against Oakland this season.
I thought we played pretty well. Today was not, the best of games for us. But, looking back, playing them, we're playing some pretty good baseball. We try to put this one behind us and play a better ball game tomorrow.
All right, now stick around. Tim McCormick is coming up with his take on what's happening in the NBA playoffs. Plus, up next, you're going to hear from Rip Hamilton as Woody Woodruff caught up with him with his thoughts on Game 5 and looking ahead to Game 6. We'll be right back.
Feel the Fury this Friday at 7:30 when Detroit takes on the Orlando Predators. Detroit Fury Arena Football is presented by your Metro Detroit Ford dealers.
There's a place where the roads are twisty. The convertibles are turbocharged. And the clouds look down with envy. This is the state of independence. And here, stickers never shock.
The turbocharged Saab 9.3 SE convertible. Available in the state of Independence for as low as $399 a month.
You're watching Fox 2 News, the #1 10 p.m. news that's working for you.
The 2003 Pontiac Grand Am GT has a 3.4-liter V6 standard, the largest engine in its class, and the only one with Ram Air in its class. For further comparison, check your mirrors.
Now get $3,000 cash back on any 2003 Grand Am. Or GM employees lease a 2003 Grand Am GT for $199 a month. Call for lease details. See your Tri-County Pontiac dealer.
Who are you calling?
CVS Pharmacy, can I help you?
My husband's taking arthritis medication, and I was wondering, could it interact with an antacid?
It should be fine. Just be sure he takes his arthritis medication with food.
That shouldn't be a problem. Thank you. Bye-bye. Go ahead.
Okay.
Life to the fullest. CVS Pharmacy.
Hello?
Listen up.
Who's this?
I'm you in the future.
You're what?
I'm you, so just listen, okay? First, do not take that job in Boston.
What job?
You'll see. Second, buy the Passat.
The Passat?
Yeah, trust me. It's one decision you'll be happy with when you become me. Oh, one more thing. When you meet Becky, run.
The Volkswagen Passat. It's well-equipped, elegantly designed, and now more affordable than ever. See your dealer today. You'll thank yourself later.
Sunday at Dalton Direct Flooring Center's carpet 3 rooms from just $499. Any 3 rooms, just $499 complete. Sale ends Sunday. Hurry!
With over 60 years of Jeep capability behind it, Jeep Liberty is one of the best values in America. With available air, power windows and locks, remote keyless entry, and 1 extra comfort. A great deal, because now you can get a $189 a month lease on a Liberty Sport if you're a returning Daimler Chrysler employee lessee. Plus, great protection in our 770 powertrain limited warranty. Great products, a great warranty, and great deals. It all adds up to the best values in America. Only at your Chrysler and Jeep superstores.
Fox 2 Weather Authority is brought to you by your Chrysler and Jeep Superstores.
All right, now, well, the Pistons hit a wall offensively last night. You can go back to their great start as one of the reasons they were even in a position to win the game. Rip Hamilton keyed that attack with a quick start in the first quarter. Afterwards, our Woody Woodruff caught up with him at the Palace.
Thanks a lot, Dan. I'm standing here with Rip Hamilton. Rip, a big game for your team tonight. Talk about the effort, especially on the defensive end.
Man, you know, it was a defensive game tonight, and we just felt as though, you know, it was a possession game. You know, both teams wasn't making shots late, and we just said if we get a couple shots, and Chuck made a clutch basket, and we got the win.
Talk about the roller coaster ride, especially in the last 13 seconds of this game.
Wow. Eric Snow hits a 3. Chucky hits a floater. You know, that's what the playoffs is about.
What does this mean as far as momentum for Friday?
Carried over. You know, we had to do everything possible to go in the field and try to get a win.
Now, you know that they're going to come out really fired up on Friday. I was talking to Chucky Atkins earlier. He said the goal was to get up in guys. Is that still going to be the goal Friday?
It's mandatory. You know, we can't, you know, play one way here and then go down there and play differently. So we got to go out there and play hard and try to get the win.
Talk about guarding Iverson. I mean, apparently it was supposed to take some of the scoring load off you, but you shook that off and pumped in 20 no matter who was on you.
And, you know, I just play. You know, I come out aggressive. You know, that's my game. You know, if I'm going to make a mistake, it's going to be an aggressive mistake. I just try to stay consistent and keep playing.
Did we see the emergence of Tayshaun Prince getting rid of that rookie tag? I mean, all of a sudden he's starting to even get calls.
Oh, we never consider him a rookie. We consider him as a player, you know, and Tay did a great job of, you know, hitting the bucket when it counted.
Talk about the toughness of Mehmet Okur. I mean, the guy comes in, I mean, he's slamming, he's, you know, really taking charges in there. I mean, the guy has taken his European game and really NBA'd it, isn't he?
That's hip-hop. I call him hip-hop, man. He listens to 50 Cent and everything else. Yeah, he's funny, man. I mean, you know, you expect the unexpected with him, man. He's a character, you know. I just love this swagger, you know. For a guy overseas, he comes over here and he plays like, you know, this is where I belong, you know. And yeah, I'm feeling happy for him. I don't consider him a rookie either.
These 50 Cent, I'm looking at you at big money. Way to go, Rip. Thanks a lot. Rip Hamilton, Dan. A big game coming up on Friday as the Pistons head to Philadelphia. Game time 7:30. And, of course, Fox 2 will be there with the full wrap-up on SportsWorks Friday night. I'll throw it back to you.
All right, Woody, on the court tonight, Spurs and Lakers, Game 6. L.A. trying to stay alive. Tim Duncan taking it to the champs. He had 37 in this one as the Spurs took a commanding 7.5 lead. Manu Ginobili's 3 put San Antonio up 17. And much to Magic Johnson's dismay, the Lakers are done. Spurs win big, 110-82. They take the series 4-2, so the 3-time defending champs are out. NHL playoffs, Eastern Conference Finals, Ottawa in New Jersey. This series tied 1-1 going into Game 3. Here we go. Scoreless in the first. Devils get on the board. Brian Rafalski fires. Sergei Brelin deflects it past Patrick Lalime. 1-0 Jersey, and that's all they needed because the Senators could not get anything past Martin Brodeur. Even a 2-0 fell apart. Devils hung on to win it 1-0. They now lead the series 2-1. All right, golf. First round of the Deutsche Bank Classic in Germany. Tiger Woods trying to win the event for the third straight year. Woods starting strong. He shot a bogey-free first round today. Sinking to birdie right here on 13. 3 under 69 for Tiger. He's 4 back of the leaders, one of which is this guy, Patrick Harrington, Joey's cousin, blistered the course for the 7 under 65. Harrington and Retief Goosen are the first round leaders. All right, stick around. Up next, we'll go one-on-one with Tim McCormick and get his take on the Pistons, the Sixers, and the rest of the NBA playoffs as well. Lots to talk about as we get you ready for Game 6 in Philadelphia. We're coming right back.
Tomorrow at 10, video game addiction. It's more serious than you think. The facts you need to know. Tomorrow on Fox 2 News at 10.
I'm here to save your life. I'll need total unit and anonymity.
Fox Friday.
You got a split personality.
Let's get some! Let's dance.
Jim Carrey versus Jim Carrey. The world broadcast premiere.
You can't beat the over the road.
Renee Zellweger. Jim Carrey.
Sound good, Candy Pants?
Me, myself, and Irene.
Friday at 8 on Fox 2 Detroit.
The new 2004 Pontiac Grand Prix is turning some heads. Firmly planted to the road, the V6 feels as if it's a V8. Outclasses Accord and Camry. GM employees and eligible family members now lease a new 2004 Grand Prix GT1 for $249 a month. Call for details and come see what the critics are raving about. See your Tri-County Pontiac dealer.
Everyone is discovering the secret of identity. Critics call it utterly mind-blowing. It keeps you guessing. Ebert and Roper give it 2 thumbs up. Identity. Rated R. Now playing in theaters everywhere.
The new 2004 Grand Prix. Fuel for the soul.
You're watching Fox 2 News, the #1 10 p.m. news that's working for you.
Yeah. Okay. All right. All right.
It's amazing how lightweight they can make those.
I know.
So where did you get your glasses?
Now at Sears Optical, buy 1 pair of eyeglasses and get 1 free for you, a friend, or family member. Find all the latest frames. New rimless polarized magnetic clips and polarized magnetic clips with flexible temples. Come in today and get 2 pairs for the price of 1. Only at Sears Optical.
Feel the Fury this Friday at 7:30 when Detroit takes on the Orlando Predators. Detroit Fury Arena Football is presented by your Metro Detroit Ford dealers.
I'm Lee Thomas.
And I'm Mojo in the Morning. You can win a brand new Mini Cooper. Or tickets to the new film Italian Job. Just watch Fox 2 News Morning. Then listen to Mojo in the Morning on Channel 955 for details.
On the biggest Fox Sunday ever.
I'm having the baby here!
The miracle they've been waiting for is here. But will Hal make it in time?
I have to get home to her! I'm coming home! I'm coming home!
The 1-hour Malcolm season finale.
Sunday at 9 on Fox 2 Detroit.
All right, welcome back. Joining us now, as promised, Tim McCormick, former Michigan star, 10 years in the NBA. Tim, let's get right to it. You've been keeping track of this series. Anything surprised you so far, in particular that the Pistons have been able to win 2 games without Chauncey Billups at all?
Yeah, that's major. But I think the biggest surprise is that the bench has been such a major influence on how they've played. I mean, you look at the home stretch last night, John Barry, you'd expect that. But Prince, Okur, Atkins, they're support guys. They're not the starters. They're playing outstanding basketball. I think that's been a big surprise to me.
All right, when you look at where this team is right now in terms of the substitution pattern, that's when things aren't going well. That's what lights up the lines on talk radio as people are criticizing Rick Carlisle. But it seems to me he's searching around trying to find a hot hand in this game, and he's also playing with some guys in Tayshaun that weren't doing anything for him during the regular season. So what kind of position is he in as a head coach?
Well, he has a major problem with Chucky Atkins running the point because he's, once again, a support guy. And I thought it was interesting, when you look at this team, Ben Wallace is the all-star.
Rip Hamilton is the featured scorer, but the MVP of their offense has to be Chauncey Billups. Right. And I liken this injury that he's having to a football team losing their quarterback right before the Super Bowl. You spend your whole year gearing everything you do to getting the ball to where guys like it. He runs the offense, he penetrates. Now all of a sudden he's out, and you're trying to have guys find new roles, and it's a very dangerous time to play around with your offense.
All right, it was a strange night at the Palace last night to watch Allen Iverson go through a 5-for-25 stretch, and obviously when he does that, the Philadelphia offense suffers. You can give credit to the Pistons for good defense, but afterwards AI said that was on him.
The only person in this game can stop me is me. You know, I've been saying it from day one. You know, I don't care if a guy's tall, if a guy's, you know, if a guy's short, and not taking anything away from Rip. You know, I feel like he's a great player. He plays real hard on both ends of the court, and he does do a good job out there. But, you know, when I struggle on offense, a lot of that has to do with me. You know, I get the shots that I want. I get the open looks. And, you know, it's just frustrating when, you know, I don't make the ones that I'm used to making. You know, a defender doesn't have anything to do with me missing a layup.
All right, Tim, your thoughts, Allen Iverson.
Well, first of all, 160 pounds, 5'11". Dan, you would pound him inside. You'd back him down to the low post if you had him.
I didn't want to say it, all right?
But if you look at the history of NBA basketball, I don't think that anybody has taken as many bad shots as Allen Iverson. 5 out of 25 last night. And the problem is that you see he always shoots off balance. He's landing forward, backward, left, right. You know, the thought is that when you shoot a jump shot, you go up, you land the exact same spot. Defensively, Chucky Atkins, very good quickness. Well, you know, nobody in the history of the game has been any quicker than AI, but I think with all the pounding he gets, nobody has had as many knockdowns. He's like a running back in the NFL where you just constantly pound on him. I don't think that Allen Iverson is anywhere near where he was 2-3 years ago.
Is he still in a position in your mind to take this series over with 2 games to go?
Absolutely, because he's capable of 50 points. He had 55 points in the first game of the playoffs this year. When he gets hot, he's one of those guys where you better knock him down. You better get physical because he can beat you single-handedly. Eric Snow's been outstanding. Derek Coleman. You know, dangerous because these are Michigan guys, and they very much want to bury the Pistons.
All right, let's take a look at what's coming up in Game 6. Obviously, Philadelphia goes back home. They're not going to be happy. They did not play a good game at all in Game 5, and it's amazing to me that they even had a chance to win it in the end. To me, this is probably going to be the best effort we see from Philadelphia in this series.
Yeah, Dan, I agree completely. And if you're a big Pistons fan, maybe tomorrow, spend some time with the kids, go see a movie or something, because you're not going to like what you see. You've got an angry bunch. You don't like Allen Iverson with a chip on his shoulder. And maybe it's possible that the Pistons can go in with nothing to lose, go out and have fun. But, Dan, the one thing I believe that they have to do is get Cliff and get Corliss back in the rotation. Those are veteran guys with a lot of experience. And in a Game 7, you'd love to have them.
Cliff, it seems, has not been that active except for the first quarter early on in this series. What do you think has happened with Cliff Robinson in his game, which is really to spot up for that jumper, to help out a little bit with the rebounding, but he just has not been himself. But traditionally, Tim, his numbers are down in the postseason. Throughout his career, he's not been a postseason guy.
I look at Cliff as a parasite. And when I say that, I don't mean it in a mean way. He kind of feeds off of other guys. And when Cliff is rolling, you typically see that Chauncey's getting open shots, that Chucky's effective, that Rip's getting to the basket. Defense sags in, they kick out, he gets a lot of open shots. And with Corliss, not long ago, 6th man of the year. And I think he matches up pretty darn well versus the Sixers, especially with Tyrone Hill injured now for the rest of the playoffs. I looked at the home stretch in last night's game, and I thought they had nobody that was a post threat. And if they could have had Corliss in there, dump it in, let him back it in, get better quality shots for your guards.
All right, project ahead a little bit for me here. Tayshaun Prince, we've kind of had his coming out party in the playoffs, but at the same time, we've seen that you can't fully rely on a rookie. You played in this league. You understand what it takes to be successful. How good can he be?
He can be a major star because of his length. I had a chance to broadcast some of his college games, and I often felt, he's on the perimeter. Nice handle, very good jump shot. Way too soft to be an NBA factor. I was completely wrong. With his length, he's a matchup nightmare. Little guys, he's going to post and pound. The big guys, they can't cover him at the three-point line. So they've got something here, and I think that he could develop into a major star.
A little George Gervin-esque, the way he can spin around and make the moves inside.
Absolutely. I think that you go into the draft now and you say, we've got our small forward for the next 10 years. Let's look in other directions.
All right, Lakers are out. Spurs take care of them tonight. Who comes out of the West? And in your mind, is it still the West that's going to end up winning this thing?
Yeah, I feel bad for Chris Webber and all of the Kings fans because they were the best team in the NBA to me all season long. Now, all of a sudden, no, it's San Antonio because in the series versus Dallas, the one thing that the Kings had all year was the ability to go inside with Webber and Vlade. Now that Webber is out, Vladdy's the #1 big guy. He's not doing real well with that. He fouled out, only played 13 minutes last game. Also, they always had the best inside-outside game in the NBA. Without Webber, Peja Stojakovic is not getting good shots. Their whole offense is in turmoil, and I don't think they're going to beat Dallas.
I got 10 seconds. Chris Kamen's definitely going pro. He's signed with Rob Pelinka, who is his agent. 10 seconds. How good can he be in the NBA? How high does he go in the draft?
Mid-major McHale. He's got great feet. He's got great hands. If the Pistons can take him at 8 or 9, jump all over it.
All right, big man. That's what they need, too. All right. Appreciate it, Tim. Enjoy this series the rest of the way. That's going to do it for us. Thank you for watching. Don't forget a complete wrap on Game 6 tomorrow night on the Works, 10:35. That's it for us. Good night, everybody.